Welcome back to the Untitled Podcast. Before we get started today, I just want to send you guys over to my Instagram account, which is KOATC, and check out some of the inspiration and motivation that I often post on there. I also post some of these videos on the Instagram TV. That's something I'm toying around with. So I'll have to do a little bit more research and how that really works. But we'll jump right into it today. And this is something that took me a little while to get used to. It took me a little while to accept. But it's the power of letting go. So what do I mean by that? Sometimes in life, we have our highs and we have our lows. Sometimes we have to cut off relationships with certain people. Sometimes we just have to forgive and move on. And I used to be really stubborn, and I never wanted to move on from certain things. I mean, even things back in junior high and high school, certain things that people would say, and it stuck with me. Now, don't get me wrong, I like to think I have a pretty sharp brain, or have pretty sharp memory. So a lot of things over the years, it goes back to even maybe junior high. I remember a lot of things that people said, positive and negative. The negative things that people have said to me I remember a little bit more, just because I never forget what people say. But it took me a while to just accept that certain things in life you just have to move on from. And I think a lot of growing up and maturing and developing as a human being, it takes us a while to move on from some things. And I think probably within the last year, really, I've gotten much better with this. And I tell you what, it's probably been one of the best things that I've done for my overall well-being. I can't tell you how many people that I know and that I see or I hear that they just never let things go. Now, I get it. Maybe we're mad, or maybe we go through something. Say, for example, I remember getting pulled over by a police officer a few years ago for no reason, and I held on to that for about 2 years. I was pissed because he had no reason. But now looking back on it, I don't forget it, but I finally let it go, just because when you're on a mission to make sure your frequency or your vibrations are positive, you don't want anything clouding any of your positive thoughts. So I moved on from that. But I've seen people to where they never let things go, and it eats at them. And that's one of the biggest things that I would tell people, or I would challenge people, is forgive, forget, and move on. Because if you as an individual let your past dictate your future, the true growth of the true happiness that you're getting to will never happen. If you continually think about thoughts in the past, you'll never leave room for thoughts and people in the future. And I tell you, it's a powerful thing when you allow yourself to forgive, forget, and move on. It's a very powerful thing. Now, I know that there are some stubborn people that say, well, I'm never going to forgive, or that's fine. But the longer and longer you go without forgiving those that have did wrong to you in the past, or those that are currently doing things wrong to you, you'll never reach your full happiness. I don't like to make guarantees, but I almost guarantee I don't know if you can almost guarantee anybody, but you have got to learn how to let go. There's nothing in your future that needs things from your past. I'll say that again. There's nothing in your future when you're on a mission to grow and develop as a better human being. There's nothing in your past that needs to come along with it. Yes, you can remember things, but don't let it. Do not let it dictate your future. Trust me. I did this. I've done this numerous times this year. Just forgive people, and you just move on. And the happiness that you gain from that, the weight that is lifted off your shoulders, man, it's amazing. I don't think we're designed to. Well, I may be wrong. I may be right too. But I don't think we're designed to hold on to pain. I don't think we're designed to hold on to anger. Sometimes you just have to get the key, unlock that anger, let it out, and throw the key away. Keep your little box open. You've got to make yourself open to new ideas, to new situations, to new people. And when you hang on from things from the past, a lot of times you don't allow yourself new situations, ideas, people. So I challenge you. I think we have, it is October something today. So we got about 2 more months left in 2018. Please do not go into 2019 letting things that affected you in 2018 ruin things that are coming to you in 2019. Let go of those things. Do not give your past power, because when you give your past power, future can't happen how you envision it. So some of you guys, some of you women, men, boys, girls that are watching this video, just think about that. How long have you been letting the future ruin some of your chances or some of your opportunities? Just think real hard about it. Use me for an example. I've let go of a lot of things. Things that used to bother me, I let go of them. And it's weird how the universe works, but it allows you happiness. So, I want you to think about that. Reach out to somebody that may have stole your Twinkie in junior high. Forgive them for that. Something that's been eaten away at you from the past. Let go of it. Because if you're going into the future, if you're going into 2019, allowing things from the past to bother you, it's going to be hard to grow as a person. And ultimately, we should continue to grow year after year. You shouldn't be the same person that you were in 2017. 2019's coming up. You shouldn't be the same person that you were in 2018. Think about it. Until then, we'll talk soon.